Yes.
We are at Nug Nug.
Nug Nug's an awesome spot.
We seem to love towns with weird names, but yeah, Nug Nug, Victoria.
That's right. Huge area. We are going to do some filming. We're going to show you all the goodies to make sure you get down here.
We're going to show you everything you need to check out in this area.
That's right.
So make sure you stay tuned.
Yes, subscribe, like, do all the good stuff and we'll take you places.
And then, as life does, it throws you a curveball and actually turned last night into one of the scariest we've had in a long while. Okay, so last night was like the worst night we've had in the caravan ever. It's probably the hardest night that I've had to deal with for a very long time. Okay, so I woke up and I heard this horrible sound, like a sound that I've never heard before, and it woke me up out of my sleep, and I woke up to find Cain was like half lying on the bed and half not, and I thought he'd just sort of, you know, like sleepwalk sort of thing, but then I realized that this horrible sound was coming from him. And I sort of shook him, like thinking it was like really bad snoring or something like that, and he didn't respond at all. And like, he's a good sleeper, but he's not that good a sleeper. So I shook him again really hard and there was just nothing. And that's when I kind of realized that something was really wrong, and it was like his body was trying to breathe and get air in, but it wasn't really working. It was the worst sound. I've never heard a noise like that before. When Cain has heart issues normally he's conscious and his defib goes off. He's only been unconscious once and I wasn't with him, and really I haven't been, like, his heart has been so good that it hasn't actually gone off for a long time. And so I got to the point I was like still shaking him, trying to wake him up, and it felt like ages, but it was probably 30 seconds, if that, to a minute. I was about to grab the phone. I'm thinking, shit, like, we're at a Nug Nug, there's no close hospital. It's going to be like at least 20 minutes or so to get even an ambulance out here. But there was lots of campers around, so I thought, you know, if I need help, I can just call out to them. But as I was sort of shaking him, I had my phone ready. I was like about to dial 000, and then suddenly there was just like this pop, and then he was sort of coming back to consciousness. And because he's got a new, well, his defibrillator is fairly new, I haven't actually seen this one go off, and it's probably a bit different to his old ones. It was literally just a pop, and it obviously he got to a state where the defib worked, it popped him, and it brought him back, and he had no idea what had gone on. And then you don't want to worry him or get him super thing. I'm like, oh, maybe you just fainted, like, you know. And he goes, yeah, I felt really lightheaded. But then, like, he's like, oh, I think I'll just go back to sleep now. And seriously, for the rest of the night, I don't think I slept at all. I was just listening to him breathing and things like that, and it was really hard. But, you know, it's all good now. We're safe. He's all good. We just got to take one moment at a time and just keep stepping forward. But, man, that was super, super scary.
You're recording. So last night was a little bit of a downer for me. I had another episode. I went to get up to go to the toilet, felt a bit dizzy, and then obviously Trina was calling me back too. I remember sort of hearing her saying Cain, Cain. Unsure of what had happened because it was a hot day yesterday, so I thought it might have been a fainting. Well, I hoped it might have been a fainting, but, you know, I really probably knew, to be honest. Called the ICD doctors this morning just to see if anything had happened, and they told me I went into a fast rhythm, it tried pacing, and then obviously it delivered a shock, and the shock worked. It's always tough bouncing back for these because it just takes a bit out of me, because then I'm sitting there thinking, why, you know, I'm on some good medication. I've had some really good times, but I'm just, I'm still here. That's the reality of it, that without the device I wouldn't be here. So, it gets a bit emotional in a way for me, so because I don't like the shocks. But last night I was actually blacked out prior to the shocks, so I didn't realise I had one. So, but as my mum said to me, look, you just keep moving on, you keep whacking down the road, because at the end of the day, what else do I do? I've been given an opportunity to keep going, and I'll listen to what the doctors want to say from now. But I'll just keep cracking along. Just thought I'd let you all know that it's not all roses for me when we travel. I know sometimes I make it look like I'm a goose and a clown, but I'm just trying to get out there and enjoy myself for no one else but me. This isn't for anybody else. I'm not putting on a show for anybody, but one day somebody might look back and watch and say, oh yep, that was the Cain Bennett we knew. So that's why I do this. So
because he is a goose anyway in real life, and that is the Cain Bennett.
I like to keep things light and fun, but like I said, it takes a toll out of me, and I do get a little bit emotional afterwards. And take a day or two to rest, and we'll bounce back. Well, we want to bounce back because we've still got so much to see and do, and so many wonderful people to meet. So let's just hope it all works out really well for me moving forward, and we're back out there.
Well, just a pretty cruisy day around camp today. We've just been hanging out, really, just taking some time to rest and catch up after everything that happened last night. Cain's been working hard on his story, and I've been doing a bit of YouTube and socials and pretty much a whole lot of nothing, really. So yeah, that's been our day today.
Welcome back to another awesome morning at Nug Nug. We're
finally going to go do something today.
Yeah, I've decided to put my big boy's pants on and stop sulking around the camp, and get out and get back into the activities that we love doing while we're travelling.
Woohoo! And we're going to my favourite, the one I've been hanging on to for ages.
The money I've saved in the budget in the last 3 days because of my little heart bloody issue is going to be well and truly blown out of the water today.
We're going to Billsons!
Yes, we're actually not that far from Bright. We're going to pop down to Glenrowan, just check out a bit of Ned Kelly Country.
I have been keen to do that because I love Ned Kelly stuff too, so... Yep,
we got a trusty driver back here.
No caravan, so super trusty.
Going to take us on a wonderful day's adventure.
A wild adventure.
Oh no, better not be wild. It'll just be a wonderful day. Is it all locked in? We got... Oh yes, we got it locked in. Here we go.
So, sorry, when he's driving, I have to get the navigation all ready. When I'm driving, I have to get the navigation all ready. It doesn't really make any sense to me. What do you do in that seat?
Rest.
No, that's about it.
I passenger seat drive from over here, which is extra hard. Well, we've just made it to Glenrowan. Thank you, trusty driver, done an awesome job. And just checking out the Ned Kelly Country. Hey, hi Ned. Hey, it's Ned over there.
Right onto
There's bloody lots of Ned. Ned, sorry.
They're all having a cup of tea and you're yelling out.
Well, it could have been...
Oh my God.
Ned's everywhere here.
Embarrassing are you?
What's the matter?
We literally drove past a cafe and people are sitting out the front having a cup of tea and you're yelling out the window, hello Ned.
Yeah, no, just, well, I got the window down so they can all hear me.
Shut up, you're so embarrassing.
Hey, are you embarrassed?
Yes, I'm going to kick you out.
Rightio, we're in Glenrowan. We're just outside the Ned Kelly Museum. 1880, I think he was hanged in Melbourne. And this is a TripAdvisor, a Sunrise. It's a pretty well-known popular museum for everybody to go to. I think it's $12 an adult. I'll definitely check it out when I get inside, but it looks awesome. And we are going to go and check out some of the Ned Kelly armour, things about Ned Kelly, and everything bushranger.
Okay, I've heard of they used to make death masks when they used to hang people, but I didn't quite know why. There's actually this study, I can't say the word, of why they thought they'd get the death mask and then they'd look at all the lumps and bumps on their head and think that they could then determine why they were bad and why they did bad things. But this is a copy of the one of Ned Kelly, and you can actually see where he was hung in it.
What is
An
that?
egg box. Have you ever seen one? We've been to a lot of museums and I've never seen one. I'm going to send a picture to my dad because he knows all the old stuff. Let's see if he's seen one.
No, from the 1864, made in England. So I've never seen an egg box.
Many of these items belong to the Kellys or the Quinns, and that dresser there actually belonged to Kate Kelly, which was Ned's sister.
Well, I have seen one of these before. This one is called a Coolgardie safe, I believe they say, but look, I always knew it just as an old fridge. They used to hang wet hessian bags over it, so you'd put your meats or foods in there that you wanted to keep fresh longest. Flies wouldn't be able to get in for the mesh that was surrounding it, and then the wet bags would keep it cool in a hot summer's day. I have seen these before when I was a young fella. My grandparents had them, but we had refrigerators back then too, so they only used it down in their very end dairy sheds, and it was purely when they were milking. I think they just whacked the milk in there and kept it fresh while they were milking the other cows. But I'd imagine that all the action happened behind us up the back here. So probably all around here there's little statues of wooden soldiers. There's a little map here showing you where they're all positioned, and they even showed you where they managed to capture Ned Kelly. So it's a great little spot, Glenrowan. If you're coming through, check out the museum, read up on some of it. It's pretty awesome knowledge, and you can come back here and just have a look at...
and learn the real story of Ned Kelly. I can't believe that some people actually still think, yes, he was bad, he did some bad things, but overall, he was actually a person made bad from the police.
Look.
So that's I am a Ned Kelly supporter through and through. I have been since I was a teenager and started reading his story.
Well, Glenrowan, awesome spot. If you're passing through, make sure you check it out. There's an awful lot of Ned Kelly sculptures here.
Such is life.
And it actually has a pretty good story. Such is life was not actually his saying.
No, I don't know. I actually don't know why they start saying
I
that.
know, it's not actually what he said at the end, but the ironic thing, I think he just told the judge that I'll see you where I go, and 12 days later the judge went to the same place.
And he probably deserved it. Okay, so this is an old police lockup from Greta. Now, in a case of ironical symmetry, Ned Kelly would have been first locked up in this when he first sort of got caught up in all this trouble when he was 16. He was locked up at Greta. So he would have been locked up in this. Now, years after everything happened here at Glenrowan with Ned Kelly, they've built a police station here, and they've actually brought the lockup from Greta to Glenrowan, which is only metres from where Ned Kelly was captured. So it was sort of like his first run in with the law to his last run in with the law. Pretty ironical.
Well, unfortunately for poor old Ned, he had his last stand right here, and that's pretty much where the police got him. Glenrowan, awesome spot. If you're passing through, make sure you check it out. There's an awful lot of Ned Kelly sculptures here. So my wonderful driver here has taken us from Glenrowan, and we're going via Wangaratta. What's in Wangaratta?
I'm not telling you. You don't do any wiki research, and now I'm the driver and the researcher. You can wait and see.
What? So it's a surprise.
Oh yeah, super
Ooh,
surprise.
I love surprises.
I've got to turn here somewhere.
Okay, I better let her concentrate, because in 500 metres she will be turning left.
In 500 metres, take the other street exit.
There you go. Look, thank you.
Next time. So did you like my surprise? Silo art. I love a bit of silo art.
We always like some silo art. Go the silo art.
Wangaratta.
Just putting in the coordinates for our next destination, and where's that?
Bilson!
Because we need to get our drink on.
Yeah, we might have to swap drivers.
I don't know, I thought this was a comfy seat. This is where you get your drink on, over in this seat.
Yeah, this is my drink on, not you, buddy.
But I might love Bilsons too.
You can like Billsons. I love Billsons.
Okay, let's go check out Bilsons.
Woo, here we come.
Digging the scaffolding, really digging the scaffolding. Awesome Bilsons, thank you. So there's a Bilsons up there. What are you doing?
Checking it out.
Salivating from when we walked in. It's so colourful. Everything just, it sounds delicious, if you get what I mean.
Doesn't even have to be delicious, it just sounds delicious.
It just sounds delicious.
Thank you. Not bad.
This is like Christmas, like kid in a candy store. We're filling up a box with Billsons. I don't know, there's so bloody many. But the dollars, let's budget. Let's not worry about it this week. No budget, budget's gone.
2 cartons.
What are you doing?
Can I get one of them?
Okay, yes.
One of them.
Oh no.
Definitely. No, won't get 2 of them because you liked that. No, you didn't like
No,
that one.
grape bubblegum was nice. It was
Okay.
the sour one.
Okay, okay. I'll get those.
Yeah,
We'll put those
okay,
on
let's continually fill this box. You look a bit happier than normal.
What are you saying, Cain?
So, have we got popsicle lemonade?
I got one.
Okay.
You can get another one if you
Watermelon.
want.
I liked watermelon. You got watermelon?
Yeah.
Oh, where am I?
You're so slow.
Let's just get one of everything. Have we filled our 24?
Yes, and I could do one more of each of them easily.
Oh, look at them.
So many flavours.
So much money. Well, Bilsons, super little experience. They have all their cans lined up on the bar. You're allowed to taste test from those, so they give you a little cup, a little glass.
Shot glass.
Little shot glass.
You can drink as much as you want there. You can drink.
You can probably get pretty well slaughtered there.
Nothing.
That's right. But we want to take some home.
Choices.
And we've bought a box of goodies.
Look, they're not cheap. They're definitely not cheap when a carton's $124.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. It's flavours I can't get in the shops, so...
So, goodbye Bilsons. We're about to head off. Are you right to drive?
I'm right to drive. I was sensible in my sips, but seriously contemplating whether we come back again tomorrow.
Oh, look, it's, yeah, that was probably for food. We're a bit late for food. They got an awesome looking restaurant here.
I reckon it'd be a really nice experience.
It's just the atmosphere is fantastic.
Yeah, downstairs looks really cool. Be awesome atmosphere on the weekend because it's a long weekend, but they said they're like fully booked out.
Fully booked out on the weekend. Well, we've just left the Billsons Brewery in Beechworth and just having a bit of a drive around. We've bumped into the Ovens District Hospital. It was once the only hospital between Melbourne and Goulburn up near Sydney, or on the way to Sydney. So there weren't many hospitals back in the day. 1857 it was built. It no longer exists. I'm pretty sure if you needed medical help, you better not go to this hospital anymore, because all that is left is the facade, which in itself is absolutely awesome. Like the you know, look, just old stuff, wonderful what they did and made. Great little spot to stop in and see. And I'm going to have a walk around because they say the gardens and that out the back are really nice as well. Ovens Hospital in Beechworth. The facade's the only thing left. It's been protected since 1966. Awesome piece. Get yourself down here and have a look. And I'd like to note, should I have any episodes, Katrina, we do not come to this hospital.
Yeah, this hospital is not going to help you.
We might have a bit of trouble finding somebody to...
I can't believe that it took 26 years. Was it? Yeah, 26 years for them to protect the facade, and it still looks in really good condition.
It's actually in super condition. Check it out, or watch it through us. Like, subscribe, and we'll take you all the good places.
Yes, we will. So follow him. But you know, it's over 150 years old.
Well, it said back there it was really started in 1857, I think.
Yeah, so it's over 150 years old, like the facade, and it is in really good condition. They built shit to last.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can do your like, subscribe again because I interrupted you before.
Okay, so if you want to see more of this stuff, or just this stuff,
rambling, or you know,
or me carrying on like a pork chop, like, subscribe, do all the goodies,
hit the bell, get the notification.
We will take you to the really top spots,
or we'll just tell you they're top anyway.
Just standing out in front of the old sub treasury for the gold, so 1858, because Beechworth was obviously a gold mining town. 14,000 ounces would get transported from here down to Melbourne, and this was where they kept it. So no wonder the old bush ranger was out there looking for his cut of gold.
Behind us is the old Victoria Bank, and it is now home to Beechworth Gold, which is home to the largest range of Australian gemstones and gold. So there you go.
Bank of Victoria, or home of the famous gold, they're solid gold too, horseshoes. Beechworth Gold, the first gold bank in Victoria.
Well, after our big day of adventures, it's time for us to head back to Nug Nug, put our feet up and relax. But make sure you come and check out next week's episode because we have heaps more to explore in the Nug Nug area and we're ready to share it with you all. Catch you next week.
No hellos?
They're like,
Hello. Hello.
I have to get it out of the bag.
I can't. It's too big. So do you want to get it out because you're used to handling big things?
God, I wish. More than a handful, Cain.
Yeah, you're more than a bloody handful. I do. You do have a couple of things that I like that.
Cain.
Yep, good coughs, Cain. Good coughs. You've learnt that from Katrina. Hence why there's only the facade left. But it's been facade. Sorry, facade. You're a decard. Decard, Cain. Facade. Store or shop in Australia. So I think I said Australia.
Do you want to try that all again?
Okay.
That was shit.
Largest Australian golden gems.
Range, largest range.
Oh, fuck. Okay. The old Victoria Bank building behind me is the home of Beechworth Gold. It is,
That's
oh,
the
fuck
largest.
me. Fuck, I'm just gonna, fuck. Doing, God.
Cain sucks, can't do it, so I'm going to have a go. There you go. Does he do it, Cain?
Damn it. That's bull.
You suck.
See you. Bye.